Dear brothers and sisters of Christ, take a moment to pause and reflect. Every pain you have experienced, every sleepless night of questioning, every moment of doubt, it has all led you to this moment. Not just this video, not even this day, but this entire life. You are not here by chance. Deep down, are you feeling it? The unshakable pull. The whisper echoing in your soul that says you are different and extraordinary. And what if I told you that all the struggles, all the pain, and every chaotic turn in your journey were not random? They were signs that you are one of God's chosen people to carry a sacred responsibility. A divine revelation. But slow down a bit. Have you ever felt like you don't really belong in this world? Not in a way that makes you sad or yearning, but in a way that alludes to something greater, a sense that you are destined for more than the ordinary. This sense of disconnection is not a curse. It is a calling. As a chosen one, you perceive life differently. You see not only the world as it is, but also as it could be. The habits of society, the endless pursuit of material things, the superficial conversations leave you unsatisfied because your spirit is drawn to something higher. This feeling, this pull, is tied to the first sign that you are one of the strongest chosen ones, the unquenchable fire within you. The fire within you is relentless. No matter how life tries to extinguish it, it persists. It could be your dream, your passion, or even the sheer determination to keep moving forward. That fire burns. Even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. You may have been knocked down countless times, but you still get up again and again. But here's the deeper truth about this fire: it's not just about resilience. It's about purpose. The universe doesn't choose its strongest warriors for the easiest paths. Think about it. Why would you face such enormous challenges if you weren't meant to overcome them? Why would you be given the strength to endure if your life wasn't meant to have a greater meaning? Every challenge, every pain, and every failure was not designed to break you, but to strengthen you. These moments have shaped you into who you are, a testament to your resilience, courage, and purpose. Now, make this personal. Take a moment to recall the most difficult experience you've ever faced. Was there a betrayal, loss, or failure so profound that it made you question everything? Think again. Did it destroy you? Or did it prepare you? Because here's the truth about the chosen ones: they don't crumble under pressure. Instead, they transform. Every scar becomes a story. Every failure becomes a stepping stone. And here's what many people won't tell you: the fire inside you, the relentless drive to keep moving forward, is not something you created. It's a gift. A divine spark, placed in your soul at the moment you were created. You didn't earn it and you can't lose it. It's simply who you are. But here's the challenging question: what are you doing with that fire? Being the chosen one isn't just about survival, it's about growth. It's about using the gifts you've been given to create something much greater than yourself. So I ask you, are you pursuing your highest potential? Or are you letting this sacred gift lie dormant? Have you ever felt the tension of living a life smaller than you were meant for? Simply to fit into a world that could never fully contain you? The truth is, chosen ones are not meant to shrink themselves. They are called to expand. To illuminate not only their path but also the world around them. This brings us to an undeniable truth: those who truly step into their power are the ones who refuse to settle. They understand that their inner fire is not just a personal guide, it's a beacon for others. Think about this for a moment: have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift? Or had someone tell you that your presence alone brought them comfort or inspiration? This is not about ego or charisma. It's about the energy you carry. The light within you that radiates without effort. As a chosen one, your energy is magnetic. Your presence profound. But this magnetism isn't born of superficial traits. It's forged in the fire of trials, heartbreaks, and breakthroughs. In Isaiah 61 verse 1, it is written, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners." Your trials have anointed you with a unique calling. You've been broken open, not to be destroyed, but to become a vessel for something greater. Yet, as powerful as this calling is, it comes with challenges. Let me ask you this: how often do you protect your energy? Here lies the paradox. You are magnetic because you are open, empathetic, and genuine. But this very openness can make you vulnerable. People are drawn to your light, sensing your strength and compassion. However, not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some are there to uplift you, but others may come to drain you, test you, or even distract you from your purpose. The challenge is learning the art of discernment, setting boundaries that protect your light while still allowing it to shine. Consider this: even the strongest flames need shelter from winds that threaten to extinguish them. Who in your life is fanning your fire? And who might be smothering it? This brings us to the third, and perhaps most profound, sign of being chosen: an unshakable sense of purpose. Even if it's not fully clear yet, you've felt it, haven't you? That deep, restless knowing that you are here for something extraordinary. Yet, the frustration often lies in not knowing exactly what that is. Maybe you've walked through seasons of searching, trying different careers, relationships, or paths, only to feel like nothing truly fits. But what if that restlessness wasn't a sign of failure? What if it was confirmation that your purpose is far greater than you can currently comprehend? Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Purpose isn't about immediate clarity, it's about trusting the journey. This is a truth that took me years to grasp. Purpose is not something you find. It's something you create, step by step, as you choose faith over fear and courage over comfort. Every decision you make, every person you touch, and every challenge you face contributes to the masterpiece that is your life's calling. So, let me challenge you. What would happen if you stopped waiting for certainty and started acting with faith? What if you embraced the fire within you and trusted it to guide your every move? Now, let's go deeper. If you are truly among the most powerful chosen ones, and I believe you are, then your life is more than just a journey. You are walking a bridge between two worlds, the physical and the spiritual. You live in a reality where most see only the surface, but you perceive the deeper currents beneath. You sense the invisible thread connecting you to something greater than what meets the eye. Yet, being chosen isn't about being above others. It's not a badge of superiority but a responsibility. And yes, sometimes that responsibility feels heavy, doesn't it? But remember, the same God who calls you to greatness also equips you for the weight of your calling. Philippians 4 verse 13 reminds us, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." You are not carrying this weight alone. Trust in the divine power that sustains you. So, I leave you with this question: if you knew with absolute certainty that you were chosen for greatness, how would you live differently? Would you step boldly into your purpose, trusting that every step, even the uncertain ones, is divinely guided? The fire within you is not a coincidence. It's a reminder that you are here for more. Let it burn brightly. Not just for yourself, but for the world waiting to be illuminated by your light. It often feels like the weight of the world rests squarely on your shoulders. Doesn't it? You're expected to be strong, wise, compassionate, and resilient, even on the days when your own strength feels like it's running dry. And yet, you keep going. Why? Because somewhere deep within, you hold an undeniable truth: you were built for this. Every struggle, every test, and every triumph has forged you into who you are today. This realization brings us to a crucial sign of being one of the chosen ones: a profound connection to the unseen, the divine, and the mysteries of the universe. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever experienced moments where it felt like the universe was speaking directly to you? Perhaps it was through an uncanny series of synchronicities, coincidences so perfectly aligned that they felt anything but random. Or maybe it was through a vivid dream that lingered in your heart long after you awoke, leaving you certain it carried a deeper meaning. Or perhaps it was during a moment of stillness when, despite the chaos around you, you felt a peace so profound it was as if the universe itself was cradling you in its arms. These experiences are not mere accidents, they are reminders. They serve as proof that no matter how isolated you feel or how misunderstood you may be, you are never truly alone. Psalm 46 verse 10 reminds us to be still and know that I am God. This connection to the divine is not only your comfort, it is your guidance, your lifeline, and your compass in a world filled with distractions. But here's the challenge: how often do you slow down and truly listen? We live in a world of constant noise, buzzing notifications, endless tasks, and the relentless pressure to be more, do more, achieve more. The voice of the divine, however, doesn't compete with the chaos. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you don't make space for stillness, those whispers can be lost. Let me ask you something: when was the last time you sat in complete stillness? No scrolling through your phone, no planning your next move, just being fully present, fully open, fully receptive. Here's the truth: the answers you seek are already within you. They've been placed there by a higher power. All you need is to quiet the external noise long enough to hear them. But this connection to the divine isn't just about receiving guidance, it's about becoming a vessel for something greater. This leads us to another powerful sign of being chosen: your ability to inspire transformation in others, often without even realizing it. Think about this: how often do people come to you for advice, even when you don't feel particularly wise? How many times have strangers opened up to you, sharing their fears and dreams as though they instinctively knew you'd understand? Or perhaps you've casually said something in passing, only to have someone later tell you that your words changed their life. These moments aren't coincidences. They are reflections of your energy, your spirit, and your purpose. Matthew 5 verse 16 says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." You carry a light within you, a divine spark that has the power to awaken others. But with this gift comes a challenge: how do you balance giving to others while protecting your own energy? Let's be honest, being a chosen one can be exhausting. People are naturally drawn to your light. But not everyone comes with good intentions. Some are there to uplift you, while others may come to drain you, test you, or push your boundaries. This is where discernment becomes essential. Being chosen doesn't mean saying yes to everything and everyone. It means recognizing that your energy is sacred and not everyone deserves access to it. Boundaries are not walls meant to shut people out, but gates that protect what is sacred. So, here's a practical piece of advice: the next time someone asks for your time, your energy, or your wisdom, Pause and ask yourself. Is this person adding to my light or dimming it? Now, let's delve into one of the most profound signs of being among the chosen ones, the deep, unshakable sense of purpose that guides your life. Even if you can't fully articulate it yet, this sense of purpose is like a compass, constantly pulling you towards something greater. Even in moments of doubt, confusion, or despair, you might feel lost at times, questioning your path or wondering if you're on the right track. But deep down, there's a voice that whispers, "You are meant for more." Here's the thing about purpose: it's not a destination. It's not a title, a career, or a singular goal. Purpose is a way of being. It's in the way you show up for others, the way you treat the people around you, and the way you choose love over fear, even when it's the harder choice. Let me ask you this: what would you do if you weren't afraid? Fear is the enemy of purpose. It whispers lies: you're not good enough, you're not ready, you'll never succeed. But remember this: fear is a liar, and faith is your weapon against it. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 reminds us, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear but of power and love and self-control." If you could live with absolute certainty that you were chosen for greatness, how would your life change? Would you step boldly into your calling, trusting that every step, even the uncertain ones, is divinely guided? Would you choose courage over comfort, even when it feels like the world is against you? This connection to purpose isn't just about achieving personal fulfillment, it's about becoming a bridge between worlds, the physical and the spiritual. As a chosen one, you exist in a unique space. While most people see only the surface, you perceive the deeper currents beneath. You sense the invisible threads that connect you to a divine plan far greater than yourself. But this calling is not about superiority. It's not a badge of honor, it's a responsibility. And yes, at times, this responsibility can feel heavy. The weight of being strong for others, of carrying their burdens while navigating your own, can be overwhelming. But here's the beautiful truth: you are not carrying this weight alone. Philippians 4 verse 13 declares, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." The same power that calls you equips you. You were not chosen because it would be easy, you were chosen because you are capable. So, I leave you with this: trust the journey. Trust the divine whispers guiding you, even in the silence. Trust that the fire within you is not random, it is a light meant to illuminate the way, not just for you, but for the world. How will you honor that calling today? Fear often whispers lies that paralyze us: you're not ready, you'll fail, you're not good enough. But the truth is, fear only holds power if you allow it. Being chosen means learning to walk through that fear, trusting that the divine wouldn't have placed this fire within you if you weren't meant to use it. So here's a practical challenge: the next time fear tries to hold you back, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I fail? Then, shift your perspective and ask, what's the best that could happen if I succeed? Because the truth is, the world needs you, your light, your wisdom, your fire. The world needs you to step into your purpose, not just for your own growth, but to inspire, heal, and uplift those around you. Now that we've explored your divine connection, the hidden power to inspire transformation, and the fire that fuels your purpose, let's move to the ultimate question: what does it truly mean to live as one of the most powerful chosen ones? What does it mean to not just recognize this energy but to embody it fully in every aspect of your life? Being chosen isn't just about realizing who you are, it's about becoming who you were meant to be. Let's start with a fundamental question: what's holding you back from stepping into your power? For many, the answer is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of our own greatness. Yes. That's right, sometimes. It's not the fear of falling short that paralyzes us, but the fear of what might happen if we truly rise. Because stepping into your power means taking responsibility. It means no longer hiding in the shadows. It means becoming the light. Even when staying in the dark feels safer. Here's the truth, the world is waiting for you. Every experience you've been through, every triumph, every heartbreak, every lesson, has been preparing you for this moment. To become the light starts with embracing your imperfections. Too often, people think they need to be perfect to make an impact. They believe they need to have all the answers, to avoid mistakes, to always know exactly what they're doing. But the truth is, your imperfections are part of your power. They make you human, relatable, and real. They show others that it's possible to be both flawed and extraordinary. Let me ask you, what part of yourself have you been hiding? Afraid it might make you unworthy? Here's the wisdom you need to hear: your vulnerability is your strength. It's through your openness and authenticity that you connect with others on the deepest level. People don't need you to be perfect, they need you to be real. They need to see what it looks like to rise. Not in spite of your struggles, but because of them. But being the light isn't just about authenticity, it's about action. It's about taking the gifts you've been given, the fire, the intuition, the sense of purpose, and using them to create real change in the world. This is where many chosen ones stumble. You might feel the pull to do something meaningful but hesitate. Thinking, who am I to make a difference? What can I possibly offer? But let me remind you, no one else can do what you're here to do. Your voice, your perspective, your energy are completely unique. Even if you can't see the full picture yet, trust that the smallest action can create profound ripples. So here's another practical step: stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect version of yourself. Just start. Maybe it's writing that book you've dreamed of. Maybe it's creating art that touches souls. Maybe it's simply being kinder, spreading light in quiet, unexpected ways. Whatever it is, trust that it matters. Trust that it's enough. As you step into your role as a light in the world, you'll begin to notice something extraordinary: the universe will rise to meet you. This is one of the greatest truths of living as a chosen one. When you align with your purpose, when you act with courage and faith, doors will open that you never imagined possible. Opportunities, connections, and resources will appear as if by magic. But let's be clear, this isn't luck. It's alignment. It's the universe responding to your energy and intention. You were not chosen to live small. You were chosen to rise, to shine, and to illuminate the way for others. So, I ask you, how will you honor that calling today? Living as a chosen one goes beyond building a life you love, it's about creating a legacy. Pause for a moment and reflect: what will people remember about you when you're gone? Not in a somber sense, but in a way that compels you to think bigger. Will they recall the things you owned, the titles you held, or the superficial achievements? Or will they remember how you made them feel, the way you inspired them to believe in themselves? The spark you ignited that altered the course of their life? Here's the truth: chosen ones aren't meant to live ordinary lives. You're here to leave a mark, to create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your lifetime. But understand this: legacy isn't built overnight. It's shaped in the small, intentional choices you make every day, choosing to show up, to be present, to act with purpose. So let me ask you, if you knew that your actions today could change someone's life forever, How would you live differently? The beauty of this calling is that it doesn't demand fame, wealth, or perfection. You don't need all the answers. What matters is your willingness to show up fully, authentically, and with an open heart. Your presence alone can inspire transformation. Think about it. How many times has someone's kindness or encouragement shifted your perspective or renewed your hope? That's the kind of impact you're capable of, simply by being yourself. Now let's explore the ultimate sign of being among the most powerful chosen ones, the courage to walk alone. This doesn't mean rejecting others or isolating yourself. It means trusting your unique path, even when it diverges from the crowd. It means embracing the reality that being chosen often requires you to stand apart, not because you're better than others, but because your calling demands a road less traveled. This can be challenging, but it's also incredibly liberating. When you stop trying to conform to the world, something miraculous happens. The world begins to reshape itself around you. When you fully embrace who you are, you give others permission to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a light, drawing others to their own truth. And suddenly, you realize you're no longer walking alone, you're leading. As this journey comes to a close, I leave you with one final question. A question only you can answer: what will you do with the gift of being chosen? Because make no mistake, it is a gift. It won't always be easy, and the path won't always be clear, but it will always be worth it. You are here for a reason. You are here to light the way, to awaken others, to create something extraordinary. So, what's stopping you? The world is waiting for you to rise. Will you answer the call?